what's going on, everyone? Joseph Lombard, a.k.a. Interesting 4. This is Zachary Lombard, a.k.a. Magnum 5.
Hello.
And welcome to another Lombard Bros talk show. This is the 127th one. And I hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday. Our guest today, we've had him on before. He was actually at our house before as our guest. Remember when we had the setup in the living room on the couch?
Uh-huh.
So Diego is going to be our guest this week, today. So we shall see stuff he's got to talk about. Also, since the last time we talked to Diego, he has joined the NASCAR Heat 3 Esports Pro League, driver of the number 43 car on the Xbox side. So we're going to be talking to him soon as well. All right. You know what? I'm gonna call Diego, okay?
Oh well,
because it looked like he's trying because it does look like he saw the links, but he's just trying. He's not able to. By the way, we are half an hour into this talk show already. Shout out to you guys for watching this talk show right now. Thank you guys all for tuning in today. Hope everyone's having a wonderful. Oh wait, there he is.
Oh, well, there you go.
Am I in here?
Yeah.
All right, cool deal. Are we live right now?
Yes, we are.
Yep.
Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. I am on my cellular device right now. I had to scramble to download the Hangouts app and join the call.
Okay.
But hey, I'm here nonetheless.
Awesome. Well, you're out and about right now. Where are you at, bro?
So I was actually headed back from a go-kart track. I was having a meeting with one of the guys that runs the pole position raceway here in Southern California. Unfortunately, it ran a little bit longer than I was hoping, but
Awesome. Got me?
yeah, man. So that's what's up with me right now.
Sounds good, man. Well, the last time you were on, a lot has happened with you since the last time we had you on our show. You are now involved in the eNASCAR Heat Pro League. You're still traveling out to the East Coast and all over the place here in the United States, just being a photographer for the K&N series. First off, man, how does it feel to be part of the Pro League?
Dude, it's been a surreal feeling. And I know you're buddies with Joey Stone, who's also in the Pro League, but it's just been an unbelievable experience. I've had to rush and hurry up and learn the game NASCAR Heat 3. I didn't really play it much until 704 came out with the esports competition. That's when I was like, all right, I got to get NASCAR Heat 3 because I want to be a part of this inaugural class. And luckily, it all kind of came to fruition. And here we are racing now with Petty Esports in that beautiful 43 Chevy Camaro.
So I do want to ask you, how does it feel to be drafted by Richard Petty Motorsports and get to be around the king himself?
Yeah, it's awesome to just be around Richard. I hadn't met him up until that first race that we had live in Charlotte. Super genuine, cool guy. I got to talk to him and his legendary 8-time championship-winning crew chief in the Cup Series, Dale Inman. The amount of stories that I was able to hear in just the short half hour, 45 minutes that we had beforehand, and then going up on stage with him was unreal. It's crazy getting to be a part of someone as legendary as the King. You don't even need to watch NASCAR to know who Richard Petty is. He's one of the big three, I would say. Everybody knows who Dale Earnhardt is, Jeff Gordon, and Richard Petty. It's been unreal.
That's awesome, man. Well, you've had a couple races under your belt now, Charlotte, Auto Club, and Bristol. And then, of course, still got a full season left to go. Still got several races left to go. Tell us your experience racing against the other pro competitors out there on the racetrack.
They're definitely the pros. To be a part of one of the top 14 on the Xbox console, it's for sure been a challenge to get to run with those boys. I was able to pull off that top 5, 4th place at Charlotte, which was phenomenal. And then barely did the top 10 in Auto Club, and Bristol was just a nightmare. But yeah, I mean, me and my teammate on PlayStation, Mike Bross, were getting dialed in with those setups. Actually, yesterday we were up for probably about 7 hours testing and tuning for the next race in Watkins Glen, which is going to be the Wednesday after Sonoma. So coming up next week will be our next race. I'm just ready to get back out there because for those of you that saw the round 3 from Bristol, about everything that could have gone wrong went wrong for me in that race, and I'm just ready to put that behind me.
So Watkins Glen is coming up, and you just said you did 7 hours of testing. So what is your expectations for Watkins Glen? What do you think we're going to expect out of you, and how do you like racing around that track on Heat 3?
So I'm a huge fan of the road course in real life and virtually. In the preseason that we had for the Pro League, we raced at Sonoma and was running about 5th up until late strategy pushed me down a couple spots. For Watkins Glen, I'm easily expecting the top 10. I think I can contend for a top 5. It's going to be tough to say. I think for Watkins Glen, it's going to go green pretty much the whole way, besides the competition caution that we get in each of the races. So it's really going to come down to strategy and see how we can play the fuel game. But if everything goes right, I think we'll be up there for the top 5.
So do you practice just one track at a time, and then once that race is over, you practice for another track? Or do you actually practice multiple racetracks just so even weeks prior or weeks coming up to that race, do you practice those tracks way further ahead of the schedule, or do you just stick to one track at a time that you're testing?
I don't really like to get too ahead of myself. I just want to look forward to the next event and focus every single second that I have to that racetrack. As I'm sure you know, you were just saying earlier, I stay very busy with the photo stuff and then also going to online school. So anytime that I can on NASCAR Heat 3 is 110% dedicated towards that next race. So as soon as we left Bristol, focus is now switched to Watkins Glen. I might have a day or two in which I will hop on and just have a couple like fun lobbies just with friends and whoever else wants to join. But those are mostly just preset lobbies, and we're just having some fun. But anytime that I'm on Heat 3, it's always because we're just getting ready for the next Pro League race.
Sounds good. Is there any track on the schedule that you've already looked forward to, or like any upcoming races that you are looking forward to on the schedule?
That's a good question. I mean, the first one that comes to mind is our last race that we have before the playoffs at Daytona. I'm a huge fan of super speedway racing. Daytona, Talladega, they're always a lot of fun, exciting finishes. So I think that's probably one of the biggest ones that I have circled, just because it is one of the great equalizers, and I know we have a shot to win the race. So probably that, and also the wild card race, which 7-4 hasn't announced yet, but I'm very intrigued to see what track they put us at. And yeah, I mean, we don't even know when the race is, other than the finale is like TBD, and it's going to be a wild card race. So yeah, I think those two for sure.
Well, sounds good, man. Well, I've watched all of the Pro League races, and it's very entertaining on what 704 has provided for some of these gamers to participate. It's pretty cool. And it's so cool to see some of my buddies that I've raced with quite several times, or that are out there competing in this league. And you're one of them that I cheer for. Sloppy, I cheer for.
Yeah.
Bush, I've cheered for. Fluffy. I mean, just all these people that I've raced with. It's just so cool
Right.
that they're part of it. Well, I do. Obviously, I know I don't really have to ask this question because I know it's going to happen, but I know it shouldn't be a question, but I know I'm expecting you out in Sonoma this weekend.
Yes, dude. Sonoma Raceway. It's one of my favorite places. I know you're headed up there, right? I think I saw Brendan post something about it.
Yep, I'll be up there all weekend, man.
Awesome, man. When do you get in, and then when are you heading out? You're staying for Cup, right?
I'm staying for the entire week. I'm staying for Cup, and we're heading up there on Thursday.
Gorgeous, dude. We get in at the same time. Well, hey, if we have some time, we definitely got to hit up the local kart track or something, man. We for sure got to link up before we head out to the racetrack.
Yeah, because once we head to the racetrack, it's going to be some busy time and stuff. Got some K&N action, which I saw the entry list for the K&N race this weekend. It is stacked. It is a 33-car field.
You got the Cup guys. You got Cole Custer and Noah Gretson coming on down, which, by the way, I think Noah, who is driving the same car that Will Rogers drove into all those road course victories, I think he's going to be hard to beat. And then you also have Will Rogers in the race. He's driving the number 40 car. It's not necessarily best equipment, but I think he can make up the difference. So for all of you guys that are watching, you got to tune into Fans Choice because it's going to be a show.
Oh, yeah. Sonoma, I love Sonoma because it's a fantastic facility. I know it's just this racetrack just placed in the middle of nowhere, but it is a fantastic road course, and I'm excited how the carousel is going to provide what racing we're going to expect. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, just some great talented drivers in this K&N field. It should be a great show. I think we're going to see several competitors that has a shot to win this Saturday. I don't know who, but it's going to be well deserved because this is going to be just a great field of cars.
Honestly, you know what I would love to do is if we had like a fantasy team or like fantasy racing for the K&N series. Everybody always plays fantasy for Cup, but hey, how about the K&N series? We got to show these boys some love. I think we could have some fun, maybe on Twitter, or maybe we can start one up on some website.
Oh, absolutely! I would so love for that and stuff because, like I said, it's good to see that there's going to be a good field for this weekend's K&N race because we've seen a low field of cars out there. So just to see a 33-car field out there, that's just amazing that we got so many racers that wants to participate in this. Well, I'll definitely be up there all weekend for sure. K&N as well. Be out there Friday, Saturday, of course, the Cup race on Sunday as well. So Sonoma is always a good time to be up there. Just a good race weekend, nonetheless. Diego, before I let you go, we're going to have some people ask you some questions, and we'll read them out to you. So if you guys have any questions for Diego, post them in the chat right now, and make sure you follow him. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, the YouTube. The links are in the chat right now. So if you guys would like to, follow him, just click on those links. But yeah, if we do have time while we're up there, Diego, I would so love for us to go karting, and maybe we can just hang out one night. It'll be a cool time.
Yeah, I know there's like a T1 Speed or like an MB2 Raceway. I mean, go-karting spots are always the safest bet, you know?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, who doesn't enjoy go-karting? Especially, yeah, exactly. I've never actually been to the game go-kart tracks up there. I bet you have, but I've never been up there, so it's going to be like a new layout. I might have to learn this up, but I think I can handle it. It'd be no problem. Let's see. Whoa, I lost my chat here. Where'd my chat go? I think people has posted up questions. I just got to get chat up. So again, guys, if you have any, we do got some questions here. So I know you've probably answered this before, but for those that doesn't know, who is your favorite NASCAR driver?
Oh, putting me on the spot here. So, I mean, obviously I'm going to say Bubba Wallace. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a part of RPM and Petty Esports, but I genuinely liked him as a person. He came out to Charlotte on stage with us and was just pretty much talking with us. Super cool guy, but growing up, I was a big Keselowski and Dale Jr. guy. I started watching NASCAR just a handful of years ago, and just following those two personalities is definitely a lot of fun. And I'm a huge fan of what Junior does now with his podcast on the Dale Junior Download. You just get to learn so much about him, and seems like such a great, genuine guy. So
I have to agree on that. I would love to hang out with Bubba Wallace. I mean, I've met him before, and he's just such a cool dude. I would love to hang out with him. He seems like he's a cool guy to just be around a lot. All right, next question. How did you get your start in photography?
So, great question. So pretty much it came down to in 2017 in the K&N Pro Series West season. I was working with Will Rogers on his rookie season in West, and he asked me to pretty much just come along and, hey man, like, I know you don't really know anything about photography, but fun fact about Will, he actually grew up doing that, and that's how he made his money to race. He did a bunch of photography. So when we were traveling the West schedule together in 2017, he let me borrow some of his camera equipment, and he showed me the ropes. And yeah, he pretty much taught me everything that I knew. I didn't know like I would end up loving photography and start doing it for the next years to come. But that's pretty much how I got my start, was just going to the West races with him, and then in the off weekends going out to Irwindale Speedway, my local short track, and just getting some more practice there. And that's where I got to meet like Kayla Eshelman, Alec Martinez, Ryan Vargas. So, I mean, for anyone that wants to get into photography, I just say pick up whatever camera you have. It doesn't have to be expensive, but if you can just learn the basics, and there's so much free stuff that you can learn through YouTube. I mean, that's helped me out a bunch, and I'm still getting better with every shoot that I do.
Awesome. Let's see. Last question we're going to give you here. Whether you've been to this track before or your favorite track in general, what's your favorite racetrack? It doesn't matter whether you've been there or that you want to go there, or even it doesn't have to be a NASCAR circuit. It could be just anywhere around the world. What is your favorite racetrack?
Oh, man. Favorite racetrack? I mean, it's hard to beat Sonoma. If for anyone that's been there in person, like, it's such a gorgeous scenery, and who doesn't love NASCAR road racing? It's such an art to watch. But to go with the track that I haven't been to before, but I think will be really cool, is Daytona. I've never been to Daytona. I know you have, Joseph. I mean, where does that place rank on your list?
I would say, here's the thing. Sonoma, in my opinion, is on top of my list, but I would say Daytona is second on my list. Now, I haven't been to Bristol, and I will be going to Bristol in August.
Man.
That's
up there.
Oh, yeah. I will be going to Bristol in August, so I will see if that changed my top 3 ranking and stuff. But right now, Sonoma is to me, and Daytona is second on my list. But I cannot leave out Auto Club as being somewhere in the top 5.
Home track. I mean, that's where you grew up going to races, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Same here. I mean, I try not to be biased, but Auto Club is another fantastic venue. Just great racing and great people, and dude, great weather. Fontana, California in March. Come on now.
Yeah, I wish we can have the same in Sonoma sometimes. Which Sonoma, the weather this weekend is actually supposed to be decent. It's not supposed to be like last year. Last year was miserably hot, especially on Saturday. But this year, this year's supposed to be decent weather, so I'm looking forward to that.
Did you go to the race in 2017?
I did.
Okay, I don't know if you remember a lot about that race, but I do, because it was gorgeous weather. 70 degrees during the race on Saturday and Sunday. Like, I legitimately had a sweater on. It was gorgeous, and I hope we can get that this weekend.
Well, just as long as it's not in triple digits, I'll be perfectly fine.
I'm on board.
Yeah. Well, Diego, I'm going to let you go here, but it was cool that you got on the show this week, and definitely, we would definitely see you up in Sonoma this weekend. Looking forward to hopefully hanging out. Maybe, do go-kart. Maybe we'll even do it that Thursday evening as well, if you want, or we can always plan out another time and stuff. But nonetheless, look forward to seeing you this weekend, and I'm just ready for a good NASCAR weekend up in Sonoma.
Yeah, man, me too. I look forward to seeing you there, and looking forward to watching all the content that you produce this weekend.
Awesome, man. Well, yeah, I'll be vlogging this weekend as well, so there'll be a bunch of content out for both K&N and of course NASCAR Cup Series. So, Diego, like I said, I'll let you go. I'll see you up in Sonoma, and just have a good rest of your day, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. See you soon.
Yep, take care. That is Diego, not only a photographer, as you know, as you guys have seen his photography stuff for the K&N Pro West Series, which he's going to be doing that again this weekend. But he's also NASCAR Heat Pro League driver on the Xbox side, driver the number 43 car for Richard Petty Motorsports. So pretty cool to hear so many things he's accomplished since the last time we had him on the show. But yeah, definitely we'll be seeing him this weekend. Well, I think that's going to do it for this week's talk show. What do you think?
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's talk show. Hope everyone has a great rest of your Monday. I do have a Minecraft Monday stream on my YouTube channel in about an hour, so stay tuned for that. Joseph Lombard, a.k.a. N2SC4, with Zachary Lombard, a.k.a. Magnum 5. You guys all have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.